car. Had a lot of speed early. He had that bad restart, lost a lot of spots. Now racing Brad Keselowski for fourth place.
Firing all the way to the bottom. Keselowski on that second line. And these two chasing after Gillen. With Barry up front, his best finish on a short track was Richmond, where he came in second. Are there any similarities to this track in Richmond?
Well, Rusty Wallace designed this racetrack, and one of the best ever in Richmond was Rusty Wallace. So imagine that. He made this track feel a lot like Richmond, but with this new asphalt, this track is so fast. It is shaped very similar, but the grip levels are different.
The other thing with Barry up, look what it does to the playoff standings. Puts him into that 10th position as the leader. We already talked about Busch and Logano, but now Wallace joins them below the cut line and a chunk low. 30, 40, 48 points. So, you know, this would be, upset is a tough word, but it would be a long shot. Barry was a long shot coming into the Vegas odds. While he is a great short track racer, this would be a big win for this SH organization. Still 115 to go, but you see how much it upsets.
Yeah. Well, Busch is running second right now in this race. That would put him right on that cut line as well if Barry was able to hang on. Take a look here. There's that contact from Buescher.
That was fun racing. Those guys are going at it.
I mentioned Corey LaJoie was off pace just a bit. This was his first issue. And it didn't end at another time when he tagged the wall there.
That's a pretty good contact. Here it comes.
Byron in front of Buescher. William Byron. We'll see if he can reel in Josh Berry. It's 2 seconds now, the gap between first and second.
Look at the gaggle of cars on the bottom of the screen.
There's been more three-wide racing here than any short track I have seen ever.
How about Alex Bowman? Steve, you made a prediction earlier. You thought Alex Bowman would be running well here. He's inside the top 10.
Yeah, it looks like there might even be a little damage on the hood of that car.
Gaggle. Bubba Wallace is in the middle of it. Now he's been blocked. Ross Chastain went down in front of him. Good on board giving us this shot from Christopher Bell. Bell currently running in the 16th spot. Everyone chasing Josh Berry here in Iowa.
Chevy Trucks advanced camera technology lets you see over, under, through, down, and any other direction you may need. Up to 8 available cameras and 14 views. So you can focus on the view that really matters. Don't miss a thing. Chevy's got you. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
And they're all coming?
Those who are still with us. Yes.
What's this? Your wings. Light them up.
Gentlemen, it's a beautiful day to fly.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
When Just for Men eliminates gray, you get a great before and after. And then the after that boost you get when you look and feel your best. And try one-day beard and brow color. The fastest, easiest way to cover grays and define lines. Scan QR code for a free sample.
Skyscrapers in the background and Lake Michigan alongside the racetrack.
NASCAR is coming back to Chicago. A 4th of July weekend festival of music and racing through downtown Chicago's iconic streets. The biggest names in music headline the stage, while the brightest stars in NASCAR chase the checkered flag. The Chicago Street Race Weekend. For tickets and experiences, visit NASCARChicago.com.
What's the worst
Alright, so
Worst thing that could happen is
so the last stream got taken down for copyright issue. Because I showed a about a second and a half of a commercial. So last stream got copyrighted. This stream I'm having to face the phone down so I don't get copyrighted. So this should be the last. All right, here we go.
You're a part of history as you've been watching the inaugural Cup race at Iowa Speedway. It's the Iowa Corn 350 powered by ethanol. Still out front, Josh Berry has a 2.2-second lead over William Byron. The fact that Blaney, Elliott, and Buscher running in 15th right now is Christopher Bell. Want to take a look at the Toyota driver update for Bell. Was out front for 7 laps. Started at the back of the field because of a backup car. Once again, 3 wide. That's something that we have seen a lot here. And Steve, you mentioned probably more 3 wide racing than we've ever seen in short tracks.
Yeah, I started at the top of the show saying that they only paved 2 lanes. The drivers have proven me wrong because they found a spot for 3 cars. They're going to do a whole lap 3 wide. Still 3 wide, and the 45 does have fresh pavement to run on. Jeff, we kind of, I don't know if it's advertised as such, but when you and I were out there on the pace car, I know it's progressive banking in the past, but I really believe just the second lane of fresh pavement felt like it had a little more banking, or at least a bigger radius. A combination of both made it seem like it was a little bit more forgiving on the tires.
I think so too. And also, just on this size racetrack, when you do run the upper groove, the radius opens up in the corner, so you don't have to turn the steering wheel as much. You don't have to ask as much of the car and add that added grip to it. And this high lane has proven to be pretty useful today.
On board with Ty Gibbs. Kind of quiet.
Yeah, not the pace you would expect.
All the way back at 30th, a lap down.
Look at his hands. When I said look at his hands, that's what I was referring to. He has tons of wheel in that car, just will not rotate. And that makes me nervous, Steve, for what?
Right tires.
Yeah,
right front tire.
Coming up on Corey LaJoy there on his outside.
It's such a dogfight back here. Gibbs running 30th. You can see it is so hard racing back there.
We mentioned this driver earlier in the day was having a great run inside the top 10. Well, he was penalized for an equipment interference, basically a pit road penalty, all the way back at lap 54. He was running 8, went all the way to the back. Well, look at the recovery. All the way back. And
So,
back
bad
the top
news.
10. That says a lot. Normally when we see
We're about to get copyrighted again.
Get a little bit lucky here or there.
So I may not be able to do this again. You can probably tell I'm sitting outside right now. Don't plan to be live any longer than I need to be. I've started to get copyright issues on every live, besides the first one, which went on for a long time. I think like an hour and 20 minutes was the length of the first live. Second live went for about 9 minutes, and this live is going 9 minutes, or 9.5 minutes now, and nobody's watching it. So, no more racing.
So the question then is,
but I'm watching it right now, so if anybody tunes in and leaves, I mean, that's fine.
Pressure tire is going to pay off. It's going to be interesting to see. He's the leader of this, what I'll call Plan B. Leader of the cars that came under the last caution.
Left side of your screen, you're seeing right now running order and the wins that these drivers have had this season. So the top two have not been to victory lane. Busher hasn't as well. Logano, Haley, Bush, all running in the top 10 right now.
So,
and still winless, trying to fight their way.
Josh Berry leading this race. Ryan Blaney in second. Byron in third. Fourth, Elliott. Fifth, Busher. Sixth, Keselowski. Seventh, Suarez. Eighth, Logano. Ninth, Justin Haley. That's a surprise. And 10th, Kyle Busch. And Blaney is about a second and 3/4. Blaney's about a second and 3/4 behind Josh Berry. That's second place. Byron is 3 seconds behind. 3 seconds behind Berry. Hamlin is the first car, a lap down, and 19th.
This is a confidence building day where they can look back at each other and say, hey, we did a good job. Like
there's some side-by-side racing with the 99 and the 22 right now.
I think that's so important when a team is struggling.
Oh, car on the wall.
Caution.
And that's Chris Busher.
Chris Busher into the wall.
And it might be a tire.
Running fifth.
I don't know if it's a tire or not.
I assume that is
yeah, that's tire.
We get fairly hard, but there's a chance we caught that one where it's not done.
Yeah, that tire.
See right here, remember, he had stayed out on the racetrack. His last pitted on lap 184.
So he's, oh yeah. Wow. As soon as he turned down to get in the corner. As soon as he turned down to get in the corner, he just wiggled and hit the wall.
Yeah, I'm with you. It did look like the rest. It just went straight. Marty?
So,
Rick, this is important. A driver near the cut line, and Chris Graves, or Scott Graves, had just told him a moment ago. He said, we're going to come in about 20 laps. If it gets any tighter, let me know. Next lap, he was in the wall.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that.
Race car. On that right front even more.
Nerve-wracking.
And Chris Busher is right on the verge of making the playoffs. The 5 car wasn't on the racetrack?
The temperatures are coming down. Pace is going to go up. And the track
Alright, so Kyle Larson is just now rejoining the track after going to the garage for repairs. He's now on pit road.
With only just under 90 laps left, drivers and teams still have to be concerned.
So 90 laps to go in the 2024 Iowa Corn 350.
Go to the garage just to clean up what was happening with the 5. So now I think everyone's going to come to pit road purely because you have to have fuel at this point. Nobody can make it for their last pit stop. I was questioning if Chastain could.
So we're going to have to see how this restart plays out because
I think they put themselves in a good position.
You have a rookie, Josh Berry. I wouldn't necessarily say veteran. Oh, they're all coming to the pits. Here they come.
William Byron pits from third, Rick. This pit crew's been fantastic this year. Let's see if they can get him a couple of spots here on pit road.
All right, so Byron's going to be the first of the top 3 into the pits. He's already going to his right sides. Ryan Blaney, he's now into the pits. Byron is now off. Josh Berry is in his pit. Oh, the 12. Ryan Blaney only got 2 tires. And Joey Logano plus 5 spots. And Byron is going to drop down 3. Barry drops down 3. Elliott loses 1. And the 17 blows the tire and hits the wall. Here come the commercials, which is, it's what it is. It is what it is.
So what do we do now? Let's schedule an appointment at safelight.com. Someone is here at the beach.
Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. You know what's crazy?
That this is better than cooking at home. I mean, more affordable than groceries.
Of course.
Okay.
Groceries are expensive.
Thought I was in trouble there for a second.
Oh, you are.
Ashley is having a Stars and Stripes preview mattress sale. Shop early for mattress hi-fis, now only $7.99. And for a limited time, you can get a free adjustable base upgrade.
Alright, so the person that has just joined us,
only at Ashley.
the stream has been threatened to be blocked or ended because of copyright issues, because of commercials. So I just turned around to face me, and I will give live updates about the race. They just pitted. They just had the pit cycle. So Blaney took 2 tires, and most of the other field took 4. So caution was because Chris Buescher, he blew a tire going into turn 3. It blew as soon as he turned down. He wiggled and hit the wall. At least NASCAR called a good caution this time. So and now the coverage is now back. And they keep on saying the first running of the Cup Series at Iowa Speedway, when I know they've raced at Iowa before. But, you know, if you're liking the stream, you know, hit the like button, comment, ask any questions about the race, you know, ask about your favorite driver, you know, ask about any driver, really. Oh, and Larson, under caution, Larson, he came out of the garage area for repairs. Larson came out of the garage area for repairs, and he's now back on the racetrack. So, we're still under caution with 86 laps to go.
Guys you thought might be able to win. How are your picks going? Not so good.
So, you know, just bear with me, because, you know, if I turn the stream around, it's not gonna work. It's gonna block it, and you know that would make 3 streams of this one race, because 1, my phone was about to die, 2, got copyrighted, and then 3 would be copyrighted. Wow, so the top side is going to be the most popular here on the restart at the beginning. Row 1, Logano and Blaney. Second row, Byron and Stenhouse. Third row, Suarez and Berry. Fourth row, Busch and Elliott. And Bowman. Uh-oh. So, the 4 of Josh Berry just ran into the back of the 47, because the 47 got slow as when weaving, cleaning down their tires. They're getting ready to restart.
47 checks up.
Oh, that's not good.
Sometimes, you know, under caution, you're looking in the mirror, you're swerving, you're not really focusing that much.
24 car was 6.
Alright, so here they come. They're coming to the restart zone here. Side by side. Blaney is... Alright, so here we go. Blaney's going to get to the line first. See, they come. They're still side by side. They're touching each other in the turn 1. Blaney seems to have the edge coming out of turn 1. Logano may fight back, though.
Penske drivers side by side. Logano on the inside. Blaney on the outside. Surprisingly enough, they're the 2 Penske drivers who have the victory lane in 2024.
All right, so Blaney has cleared. He's going to lead that lap. 83 laps to go. Byron in 4th of 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 3rd, but Byron's going to get up under Stenhouse, but he may make it work. Isn't that side draft? Byron, he's now on the inside of Stenhouse. He may make it, but the 1 of Ross Chastain on the inside of Chase Elliott and Josh Berry. And 3 wide back there. They just lost it. Still 3 wide. Whoa, some contact. Busch, Kyle Busch just got in the wall there. 3 wide. The 8, the 6, and the 77. Oh, 3 wide.
So, Jeff, you told us
And that we have seen more three-wide racing at this racetrack in this race. Oh, ooh, almost four. And Kyle Busch is slowing way down.
What's happening with Kyle?
Kyle Busch is slowing way down.
Busch just said, I think I have a tire going down. He had been extremely loose on both extremities on entry.
So Kyle Busch is slow on the racetrack. Oh, Byron Logano went down. Kyle Busch is on pit road, and William Byron's going to clear the 22 on top for third.
Rick, when I talked to Stenhouse Jr.'s crew chief Kelly this morning, he told me,
Byron getting up under the 47 for second. Ooh, that was close. Side by side, the 1 and the 9. All right, Byron way up on. Oh, the 1 just shoved the 9 way up the racetrack. Almost got in the wall there. And William Byron trying to take second from Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And it looks like he does, just for the meantime. They're still side by side going down into turn 1 and coming out of turn 2.
That's a big deal. We talked about points.
Still by side, and 47 is going to clear Byron there. Now Byron going for that top groove, which is, I guess they say it's faster. He might try the crossover.
You got the car with sparking on the racetrack. I think there's something bigger wrong with the 8 car. Marty?
So now they're talking about the 8 car. Now he's coming back down pit road. So they're saying, and the 24 and the 47 still side by side, but they're saying about Kyle Busch that he thought that his tire was going down, slowed up with some sparks on the racetrack. So they're still side by side for second here. And Kyle Busch is going to the garage. So
day over for the 8.
The frustration continues for the 2-time champion.
So William Byron is now in second.
Take that second spot back away. Cecilia running a little bit higher line here with Logano down low.
So Blaney leads on 2 tires. William Byron second on 4. Stenhouse on 2. Chase Elliott on 4. Logano on 2. So we'll see 75 laps to go. Do those fresher left side tires pay dividends on the long run?
Ross Chastain next here with Logano, Barry, Suarez, Haley, Bowman, all in the top 10. Keselowski running 11. Gilliland and Carson Hocevar 12 and 13.
Both of those guys got an advantageous caution, but when they got it, they've been able to keep the track position. So you get the break, but if you don't have the speed to take advantage of it, it doesn't matter. Both of these guys caught a good break.
Charlie, go. Go inside.
To maintain it.
Close call there for Gilliland.
So, just had to go silent there.
Inches apart around the short track.
So Byron is less than second behind Blaney, the leader. And Byron was one of my picks to win this race.
Early in a run on low air pressure, you have to wonder who out there did that. You know, who said, okay, I might not gain a
So pretty much not a lot happening besides the 8 of Kyle Busch having going to the garage for a so-called mechanical issue. So
let's go through the field, brought to you by Homes.com, and we'll focus in on champions. Dave.
Let's go all the way back to 2012, Rick, and that was when Brad Keselowski won his lone Cup Series championship. That was quite a night, and a big beer at the end of that. Tonight he's had a great run.
And then, so they're having the through the field segment, talking about the 2012 champion, Brad Keselowski, and then Chase Elliott, the 2020 champion, who's having a great race today. Average running position 6.1. He started 9th. Highest was first, and lowest was 18th.
I look around and I feel like I'm working harder than others, so I'm not sure. Try something different here. No, it's not universal just us, but we seem to have it to order as a company, so.
And true to form, Kim, the car has gotten much better for Chase. He did a terrific job on this restart. The car is much better. The cooler it gets, the better this 9 car seems to be.
Marty, for rating champ Brian Blaney, 3 of the last 4 races, they've had finishes of 24 or worse. Despite that, crew chief Jonathan Hackler said they're hitting on all cylinders. They're optimistic, and the fact they're so optimistic that Ryan has a huge group here. His mom, Lisa, grew up in the area, so he has 80 friends and family from around the area, but even family members who've since moved away from the state flew back to see him. They have camped all weekend long, as you see there. Blaney said if he wins, they're going to have to figure out how to get all 80 people across the track to help him celebrate. Blaney, he won right now on the track.
He's the reigning champion. Of course he's going to be able to get 80 people across the track into victory lane. We see the 8 making his way out of the garage. They'll try to get back on track, see if they have fixed the issue with that car. Ryan Blaney has led 134 laps already.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time.
I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, nothing wrong with sticking it to the boss.
Oh, boy, you gotta take that. Why would that concern me? Because you're aren't you?
Huh. We never actually discussed hierarchy.
Okay, why don't we just stick to letting Dave know how much he can save when he bundles his home or auto with his boat or RV?
Wait, I thought Jeannie was the boss.
That's funny because that's how boss material.
That was fishing with Dad. I don't care if we ever come back. That I always remember the fun we had. I love fishing with Dad.
Now extended through June 16th. Save 10% on Dad's favorite gift. Special Father's Day gift cards. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's.
15, we are in pursuit. In a snowplow?
Yeah, we have a snowplow. What's the problem?
So if you get a mechanic city property.
A lot of blind spots. Snowplow.
This isn't my first time at Beverly Hills.
You look nervous. I am nervous.
We did order.
Alright, so we are under commercial break.
Just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting
Found
at
the food?
$6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan of pizza or melt and your favorite side. Combo like you never comboed before. Know what our Pizza Hut?
When you're cooking on a Blackstone, you get a better cooking experience. Cook anything, anytime, anywhere. Go to your nearest Blackstone retailer or blackstoneproducts.com now and make everything better on a Blackstone.
The biggest event in the world is coming. The Olympic Games in Paris. But first, the best American athletes have to make Team USA.
Nobody is better in the world.
The U.S. Olympic team trials continue tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.
Under 60 laps remaining in the Iowa Corn 350.
Alright, so we're back. 60 laps remaining in the Iowa Corn 350.
William Byron, and I'm sure if Blaney gets the victory lane, it's something that, Jeff, you'll be talking about on NBC Sports on Sirius XM on Wednesday. That's 9 a.m. Eastern.
Nothing important really happening. I mean, besides, Kyle Busch is out of the garage area.
To discuss this race and look forward to New Hampshire.
Kyle Busch came out of the garage area and rejoined the track, so that is a good sign. He's obviously going to be laps down, but leaderboard's coming up, and Byron is getting closer and closer to Blaney each lap. When we went to commercial break, he was about 0.9 seconds back. Now he's 0.7. So, certainly a good sign for my favorite driver. Not a good sign for Blaney.
Got all the way to the inside of Brad Keselowski. Let's see if he can complete
especially
the
with 57 laps to go.
Still side by side.
It's amazing to me how you can run side by side with such pace.
and they're running side by side. That's Michael McDowell and Brad Keselowski.
You know, these guys are side by side, and the car behind is not running them down. They're not running the car in front of them down or losing ground to it either.
Multiple grooves here at Iowa.
I think that's exceptionally encouraging. What can be learned from this race? You know, we talked about repays where it's only one lane. You said it earlier, Steve. Well, what's different?
Yeah, Byron is steadily catching
and by the way,
Blaney.
Wilkesboro did the same thing. We had multiple grooves immediately there. So this has been a fun race to watch. How can we apply it to future?
Well, and listen, we've talked a lot about tires in a negative way, right? A little trouble on Saturday, trouble here today. Maybe that's the tip of the hat. Maybe we need to talk to remember, Goodyear is here to market their brand. Yet they have taken a huge gamble or risk to try to help the racing. Softer tires, option tires, all these different things they have done this year. Now, they don't have to. They can bring tires that absolutely last, and they're kind of rock hard and nobody loves them. They're not taking that approach. They're being proactive and bringing really, really good race tires. So your point, Jeff, between Wilkesboro and here, you know, what's the magic next? Hey.
Catching up with Kyle Busch, he stepped out of the 8 car. Kyle, what started things there? I was hearing suspension and then another issue.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but next gen parts and pieces broke. So something in the left rear suspension. I don't know if it was a toe link or what it was, but it changed the skew of the back of the car and it's undrivable doing that. So came in and fixed it, rolling back out, blew the power steering line off, or the belt, just broke the belt. So I have no idea, but frustrating for sure. Not what we wanted for all of our zone guys, everybody from Quick Trip. Having a pretty decent day. I mean, I thought we had a top 10 run going, and we had an opportunity there to score some points, but not to be.
It went away for him today, guys.
So, what I just got from that college interview, he came back to the garage, and he's out of the car. He said, and I quote, some of the next-gen parts and pieces broke, and that the power steering belt came all the way off. So, and that is his second DNF this season. So, I mean, it's not a good stat, but it is one. So,
not use a lot of brake and actually.
And Byron is kind of slacking off from Blaney now.
It's been a year of shifting, yet here in Iowa, no shifting. And no shifting because there's so much grit within the asphalt, the car doesn't slow down.
So what I'm seeing, Byron is carrying more speed through the corners than he is on the straightaways from Blaney.
Takes that spot away from Chastain, so Bell up to 8th now. It's still moving forward. Blaney up front has an 0.8 of a second lead over William Byron, Chase Elliott, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Logano all top 5. Josh Berry running 6th. Suarez and Bell 7th and 8th. Chastain and Haley 9th and 10th. What's it going to take for William Byron to reel in Blaney?
Well, I think there's a lot of question marks for a lot of cars. 36 lap green flag run, 48 to go. So it wouldn't be the longest green flag run. But if you remember back to what was the longest, there were multiple tire issues before that run did come to an end with wall contact. So that, I think, is the answer to your question, Rick, right? It's Blaney and Byron, but how hard are they pushing? Marty, are you hearing anything with the leaders?
Well, it's under a second for William Byron, and they're pretty convinced they're better than the 12. So how are Rudy Fugle and William Byron shaping up this battle for the win with Tim listen in?
All matchup here. First lapper, came out the front. Been running middle to bottom by himself. Got the 6 out the front into the next one. 12 fighter to you on exit. See them in traffic here.
So, Jeff, how much information do you want about the car you're chasing down if you're trying to win a race like this, like William Byron now knows? Ryan Blaney, in theory, according to Rudy Fugle, a little bit tighter on exit.
Well, Brandon Lyons, the spotter, and William Byron, they've had a lot of conversations prior to the day about what does he want, right? What information can I provide to you that can help you make a pass or keep her getting past? So
but then it threatened to copyright if I kept on showing.
The other thing I think is important
so just turn around doing like a play-by-play.
Blaney has 2 tires, and Byron has 4. And that didn't make much difference taking off, but later in this run, as they get further and further into it, will it start to matter?
So the information I just picked up from
and
the William
close call for
Byron,
him.
Rudy Fugel thinks that the 24 is better than the 12, and that the 24 is better on exit because the 12 is tighter. And the 20 just got really sideways and saved it.
He's trying to get every tenth of a second out of that car. Just a little bit too much entry speed, and around that thing went.
And as quickly as he turned to the right and then caught it, was straight back out.
So I think the biggest difference, Blaney got 2 tires on the last stop and Byron got 4, which extends Byron's life on track a lot longer than Blaney's.
Those 2 tires still holding on near the front. Still 42 to go though.
So
with under 42 to go, Blaney on 2 fresh tires on that last stop. Out in front, William Byron 4 fresh tires. Can he reel him in?
So hey, we have one person. So we're under commercial break, and because of copyright issues, I'm having to play-by-play. So I'm pretty much like a minor broadcaster here. So and I don't have anything to drink. So you know, kind of new to this. This is the 3rd stream of this race. First one, phone almost died. Second one, check my battery percentage here. I'm at 11%. Second stream, it got copyrighted. I showed a commercial for about 1.5 seconds and it took it off. And now this is the 3rd, so I'm just doing. I've already got a warning, so I'm just doing a play-by-play here. I'm pretty much talking for no reason because like nobody's watching unless YouTube is just not keeping count. And because the title literally says, you know, the race, they're expecting the race. And they're gonna feel disappointed when they see, you know, a kid doing a play-by-play of a race. So I mean, I would probably be skipping on this too, you know. A kid who has less than 500 subscribers. I have 125 last time I checked. So hopefully I can keep up this trend. And so my plan is for the next time I want to do these races, I think I'm going to do a live stream of the race, and then until I get a warning, and then come back. So we're back from that commercial break.
Remind you of the NASCAR America Post Race Show, Progressive NASCAR America Post Race Show. We will break down what has happened here.
So I can't see the leaderboard right now.
First ever run Cup Series.
Why do they keep saying first ever running? They've already ran here before.
Many years since it was 1956, the last time a Cup Series race was run in the Midwest, which was Soldier Field in 1956.
Okay, so Byron has slacked off a lot. They might be in traffic. He's down to about 1 second and 1.3 seconds back. You know, he was running 6, 7, 8 seconds back. Or not 8 seconds, 0.8.
Eric Jones with an issue here entering one.
I'm looking at Eric Jones. He got really loose. He started wiggling.
At his right side, right rear tire.
Started wiggling there.
Right in front of the leader, Blaney.
Yeah, they're going through a bunch of traffic. And then Ross Chastain, he goes up the racetrack just moments ago.
He hasn't come off all that much. They're not as forgivable. When you add something to your car, it doesn't have as much side grip to lean on it. Starting to see drivers later in the run make some mistakes.
You did a nice job of kind of talking about the history of Iowa Speedway. I know this is the first Cup race here, but so many different Xfinity races here. It's kind of a who's who of who has won those Xfinity races over the year. They all have turned into Cup drivers. Probably no bigger of a win than was for Ryan Prieskin.
That's right, Ryan Preece winning in the Xfinity Series in 2017, and he talks about how that win impacted his life. He said, Iowa changed my life. Before that, he had a couple of rides here and there, just a part-time situation. He was living in an apartment in Connecticut. That win opened the doors for him. He was able to move to North Carolina and get a full-time ride with a very good team. So we joke about Iowa and the Field of Dreams, but for Ryan Preece, it really was. It helped him continue the dream of being in the